Meanwhile, in the ruins of an ancient temple far beyond Ceannia, Shadow stands alone, staring at an old stone mural carved into the walls. It depicts a warrior, one that looks eerily like him, standing against a monstrous shadow rising from the ground. He clenches his fists.
A protector, huh?
A gust of wind rushes through the temple, and from the darkness behind him, a voice whispers, a voice that is not his own.
Shadow, you cannot run from your fate.
Shadow tenses, his red eyes narrowing as he turns toward the source of the voice. But there is no one there, only the shadows themselves, shifting unnaturally.
Show yourself.
A deep, eerie chuckle echoes through the temple, and then something moves in the darkness.
Shadow, it's been a long time.
Mephiles.
Oh, you remember me. How touching.
I thought I erased you from existence.
And yet, here I stand. Ceannia is built upon ancient power, Shadow. Did you really think I wouldn't find a way back?
What do you want?
Oh, nothing much. Just the end of Ceannia. The return of the Voidborn. And perhaps your loyalty.
Shadow stiffens. He knows exactly what this is. Mephiles is trying to corrupt him again.
You are one of us, Shadow. The last Black Blade. A warrior forged in darkness. Why fight it? Why serve the weak when you could rule the strong?
Shadow's fingers twitch toward his sword, but he doesn't draw it. He isn't sure if this is another illusion, or if Mephiles is truly back.
I don't serve anyone.
Oh? And yet you spent years following orders. Geo and King Cryos. You've always been a pawn, Shadow. A weapon others point at their enemies.
I'm not a weapon.
Bah, Shadow! You still don't understand. Serve me, Shadow. Join me, and together we will remake this world in darkness.
A deep rumble shakes the temple. The shadows along the walls begin to move, twisting, shifting, as monstrous void-born creatures emerge from the darkness. Their hollow eyes glow with a sickly green light. Shadow's grip on his sword tightens. He knows exactly what will happen if he hesitates. Mephiles will spread his corruption across Ceannia, just like he did before. And this time, there may be no coming back.
You want my answer, Mephiles? Then listen closely. I am not yours to control.
But you could be so much more.
In a flash, Shadow activates Chaos Control,
Chaos
teleporting
Control!
behind Mephiles and slamming a Chaos Spear into the ground. A shockwave of red energy erupts, sending the void-born creatures screeching into the air. The darkness around them thickens. Mephiles rises, his form stretching into a monstrous shadow that engulfs the temple walls. The Voidborn have awakened, and the war for Ceannia's soul has only just begun. The city is ablaze. Ceannian knights fight desperately against towering mechanical behemoths, Eggman's war machines, his Egg Legion. Automatons with glowing red eyes sweep through the streets, destroying everything in their path. The kingdom's forces struggle to push back against the seemingly endless waves of metal soldiers.
You dare invade my kingdom. This was not supposed to happen.
Oh, I dare. See, I was originally after that little blue nuisance, but then I thought, why not expand my empire? While I'm at it, you've got a lovely kingdom here, Cryos. Would be a shame if someone, oh, I don't know, turned it into Eggman Land 2.0. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a city to take over. Ta! Ta!
The transmission ends. King Cryos grips his staff tightly, his icy blue eyes burning with rage. The kingdom is falling apart, and his daughter is still missing. Sonic and Cyannie have been running all night, putting as much distance between themselves and the capital as possible. But as they stop to rest, The sky suddenly lights up with distant explosions. Sonic's ears twitch as he hears the faint rumble of destruction.
That's not a normal sunset.
Something's wrong.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
We have to stop this before it's too late.
Whoa, hold up. You just spent all that time running from your dad? Now you want to go back?
My people are in danger.
Yeah, I get that. But if we go back now, we're walking straight into a war zone. And if your dad finds us in the middle of that, spoiler alert, he's not gonna be happy.
Sonic, please. My father may be stubborn, but he does care about Ceannia. If we help save the kingdom, maybe he'll finally listen to me.
You really know how to guilt trip a guy, don't you?
It's not about guilt. It's about doing what's right.
All right, princess. Let's go crash an invasion.
The city is in flames. Ciannian knights are overwhelmed, trying to fight back against Eggman's endless robotic forces. Suddenly, a blue blur streaks across the battlefield, knocking down rows of Eggman's robots in seconds.
Miss me?
Sonic dashes through the battle, tearing through Eggman's robots like they're nothing. Cyannie, meanwhile, rushes toward the castle, where her father is still fighting on the front lines.
Father, we have to stop this before it's too late.
Ah, what a sweet little family reunion! Too bad it's about to get cut short!
Ceannia will not fall. You dare bring your machines to my lands. Then let them be devoured by true power. You underestimate me, you metallic fool. Burn them to ash. Vortex. Freeze their steel hearts. Cerax.
The air around Cryos crackles with arcane energy. The temperature around him shifts wildly, one moment blistering hot, the next freezing cold. His cloak billows as he raises both hands, magic surging through his body.
No!
The ground beneath him cracks and erupts as two enormous dragons emerge from the storm. Vortex, the fire dragon, rises first, his body made of swirling flames, his molten eyes burning with rage. His roar sends a wave of heat across the battlefield, melting Eggman's weaker machines instantly. Cerax, the ice dragon, follows, his body sculpted from enchanted ice, his breath freezing the air solid. His deep, rumbling growl summons a snowstorm that whips across the battlefield. Vortex and Cerax charge forward, the battlefield exploding into chaos as the dragons unleash their fury. Vortex breathes a massive firestorm, incinerating rows of Eggman's mechanical soldiers. His claws melt through steel, tearing apart war machines like paper. Cerax unleashes blizzards that freeze entire squadrons of robots solid. His ice spikes shoot across the battlefield, shattering mechs into pieces.
Okay, I officially take back all my grumpy old wizard jokes.
Sonic watches the carnage, then turns back to Eggman's Titan Egg war machine, the real threat.
All right, Cryos has the small fry handled. Guess that means I get to take down the big guy.
Oh! You think you can handle this, Sonic? This isn't just any old war machine. This baby is powered by a chaos core.
Oh no, not a chaos core. Anything but that.
Sonic blasts forward, dodging as the Titan Egg fires massive energy beams that scorch the battlefield. He zips between the machine's legs, homing, attacking its weak spots, causing it to stumble slightly.
Come on, Egghead, you know how this goes. I run fast, I hit hard, and your giant toys fall over. It's tradition.
Not this time, rodent!
Sonic dodges the incoming laser barrage, but just as he's about to land a strike on the Titan Egg's power core, the machine suddenly shields itself in an energy barrier. Sonic slams into it and gets thrown back.
Oh ho ho! You didn't think I'd make it that easy, did you? This barrier is reinforced by chaos energy! You won't break through it with your little spin attacks!
Cyannie steps forward, her hands glowing with golden energy. She raises them toward the Titan egg, focusing her power.
May the light of Ceannia break the chains of darkness.
Suddenly, a brilliant beam of light shoots from her hands, striking the Titan egg's chaos core. The barrier around it begins to crack and shatter.
What? No! That shield was supposed to be unbreakable!
Oops. Looks like you miscalculated, Doc.
Sonic spins into a super homing attack, slamming straight into the exposed chaos core. The Titan egg shudders, sparks flying from its joints.
You haven't seen the last of me, Hedgehog!
With a final explosive impact, the Titan egg collapses, crashing to the ground in a massive fireball. Silence falls over the battlefield. The Egg Legion, seeing their leader defeated, retreats into the sky, vanishing into the horizon. The war is over. King Cryos lowers his staff, watching the battlefield grow still. Vortex and Cerax dissolve into flames and ice, their work complete. Sonic dusts himself off, grinning at Eggman's smoking wreckage.
Aw, tough break, Eggman. Maybe next time don't put the off switch in the middle of the giant weak spot.
Sonic waves as Eggman's pod blasts off into the distance. Cyannie rushes to her father, who watches her with unreadable eyes. For a long moment, King Cryos is silent. Then he steps forward and places a hand on her shoulder.
Father.
You were right. I let my fear drive me to war. But today I saw true strength, not in power, but in unity.
So, does that mean no one's getting arrested? Asking for a friend.
No arrest today, Hedgehog.
Am I now officially allowed to marry your daughter? Or is that still on the maybe when I'm dead list?
Let's just say the list hasn't changed. But you've moved up from over my frozen body to we'll see if you survive palace paperwork.
Oof. That sounds even scarier than Mephiles.
You should have seen the stack of royal forms for my coronation. I cried twice.
And you expect me to hand you over to someone who signs his name with a chili dog stain?
Hey, I use napkins now. That's growth.
Hyacinth, if you're listening, please beam me up.
Too late, Dad. You already love him. It's in your aura.
Aw, he tolerates me. We're bonding.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Your bonding ends the minute you call me Dad.
Darn, and I already had a mug printed. Number 1, icy father-in-law.